Welcome to this edition of Bravehearts,
where we hope to increase your awareness and understanding of what homelessness looks like and some of the many organizations working on solutions to improve the homeless crisis.
We are your hosts, William Wallace
and Betty Louise,
and these are the Bravehearts.
Hello, this is Betty Louise, and I am here with Jesse, who has quite a story and a journey in the homeless community, and so I'm excited about him sharing a bit of it with you. So, Jesse, it was back in April of 2017 when we first caught your story, and at that time you were living in the woods, you were playing music, you were working on Sierra Roots, a village for homeless people. So bring us up to date, where are you now?
Let's see, right now I'm in transition. I think when you're homeless for more than 6 years living out in the woods, that it's kind of hard to transition back into getting a home or into the responsibility of paying bills and paying rent and the duty of being on time, being at the right place at the right time, and just basically being a man of my word, so to speak. When you're homeless, that's a lot of responsibility to deal with, so I'm kind of having troubles with that right now. I'm kind of on the fence.
Just to give people a little bit of background in case they didn't hear your last podcast 4 years ago now, Jesse was living in the woods for many years, really. You were communing with the animals, and now he's got a place, and he's indoors, and he's dealing with rent and dealing with all these responsibilities. What I know about you is you've never shied away from work. Share a little bit about what made you go from living in the woods for, my goodness, 6 years to, okay, it's time for me to get a place inside?
What I realized from being homeless for so long and then now into a home seems to be you have to work hard, I know that. And if it wasn't for my job and constantly working at it, then I probably would still be homeless. I know that if you're out there and you're homeless and you're trying to get into a place or get out of being homeless, I know it's a continuous circle. It's hard to get out of being homeless. Once you're homeless, it's hard to get your head out of water in order to breathe, to go any place or swim or anything for that matter. I know for myself, just because I have a home, it doesn't really mean that I don't live homelessly anymore. I still live homeless, even though I have a roof over my head. It's all the drama that I can't handle. There seems to be lots of drama. And there's tons of drama in the world, I know, in homeless world even too. When you have a house and a roof, there's just... Man, you sure do have to put up with a lot of society, more of society being up your butt than anything. That part I could do without, really. I like living in the woods by myself without anybody around. And nobody knew where I lived, basically, And that's cool because it's peaceful, you know what I mean? Having a place to live is stressful. And having a place to live is always a place where somebody can find where you're at. So I know that part is the transitional part that's rough for me.
Share one of your stories about being with the animals in the woods.
The animal part I don't think has changed either much. Even though I have a place to live, I still have tons of animals around me, surrounded by them. Most of all, for homeless people, if we live in the woods, camp in the woods or whatnot, if you've been in the woods for a while and not been to town or anything, you could stay in the woods for, say, a couple of days or even longer and you don't come out. I mean, all the animals are really friendly, it seems like, but we have a saying, and that's even the deer look good. So I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but if you've been in the woods too long and, you see animals a lot, and even the deer start to look good after a while. So that's when you know it's time to get out of the woods, time to quit camping or something, But it's cool to have animals as friends, become one with nature or something, because... I know for being homeless that pets are everything, you know what I mean? If animals don't like you or anything like that, it's kind of, it makes life a little bit more rough because everything is your friend in the woods. Homelessness isn't the best thing in the world. It's not the best solution. It's easy to get stuck in the circle and you can't get out of it once you're in it. And society seems to have put us in that circle too, or the county for that matter. That cycle is hard to get out of.
Thank you for joining us today. Our hope is this segment has opened your heart and mind. Be well and be kind.
This project was made possible with support from California Humanities, a nonprofit partner of the National Endowment for the Humanities. please visit calhum.org.